In this video, I'm going to show you how to create an automation in MailerLite. What does that mean? It means that if somebody has opted in to your email list, it will then send one email or a series of emails to that person. So if they've signed in to receive a freebie, this is how you will actually send them the free guide all automatically. Okay, so once you come into MailerLite, you're going to want to go into automation, and we're going to click on new automation. And we're going to click on start from scratch. You're then going to give your automation a name. Now, I'm going to call it test because every other part of this process has been called test, and naming everything with the same name, a very similar name, so that you can identify what goes with what is going to be so much easier if you need to go back and change something in the future. So, for example, the group that we set up, test group. The landing page, if they sign up, they get sent into the test group. This automation is going to be called test, so that we know all the way through it's all related to the same thing. And then we're going to start building. We're going to add a workflow trigger. Now, what is a workflow trigger? That is something that is going to kickstart this automation. So something is going to happen that is going to kickstart this off. So you've got different options here. When subscriber joins a group, completes a form, clicks a link, updated a field, anniversary of a date, or the exact match of a date. So, for example, the exact match of a date is if you are doing a special offer and it kickstarts on a specific date, you could add people to this workflow and then it would all kickstart on a specific date. But the one that you want is joins a group. You don't want when a subscriber completes a form. Now, remember in that dashboard video, I said to you that the forms, if people have got one embedded on their website, on the landing pages, it's all set up for when people join a group. So it's always when a subscriber joins a group, but we're going to select that group and it's going to be test group. Okay. Now allow subscribers to repeat the workflow. What does that mean? Sometimes when you give free stuff away, people will subscribe for it more than once because they've forgotten that they've subscribed for it. That's okay. I allow them to repeat it, because if you don't allow them to repeat it, what's going to happen is you're going to get an email to say, I've not received my free thing. So it's easier to allow them to repeat the workflow. And we're going to click on save. Then we're going to click on add. And we've got the difference of a next step. Now, these are going to be the ones we use. Don't worry about webhook. Don't worry about A/B testing. We've got an email. We've got a delay. We've got a condition, which I showed you in the breakdown video, and we've got an action. So the first thing we are going to do is send them an email with that freebie in. Now, again, this is easier if you already have this written. So have everything ready before you start coming and putting it in. So the email names, here's your how-to video. So my landing page was get a video. This is what I'm going to share with them. And I'm going to add the subject line. Again, the subject line is going to come from me. Now we're going to design this email. Now, again, we've got the email templates here, as I showed you when you sent that campaign. When I showed you how to send a campaign, send an email, you can have your email templates there ready, so that it's already done. But I'm going to start from scratch just to show you how it's done. Again, we're going to go for the drag and drop editor. And it's exactly the same as when you built that campaign. So we're going to delete this off the top. We're going to delete this one. And what I'm going to do is I am going to add in an image at the top so I can add in my logo. So I'm going to click on it, replace image, search logo, click on insert, and then I am going to add text. So I'm going to go down to elements. We're going to go to text. Where's the text? There you go. I'm going to drag that in and I'm going to use the text. Now, I'm not going to use any additional buttons or anything like this on this one, because this is a nurture sequence. In the campaigns, yes, we'll put a little button in where people can buy something. On this particular email, we don't want to over confuse them. So we're going to keep this nice and short and sweet like this. So just a little bit of text. So again, I already have that written. So I'm going to copy and paste that in. Now, if you do use something like ChatGPT or whatever, no judgment to write your content, I use it myself, but make sure if it says, hey, first name, you do actually change it to the variable, because if you see, this is different to what they won't. So here is the button video I promised. Insert link to video. So this would be where you would insert the link to your freebie, your free guide. So I would go click here to view, and then you would highlight that, click on link, insert link, and then you would add the link to where your freebie, your video is. So whether that's a YouTube video, whether you're sharing it as a Canva link, I will put another video in here to show you how to get these URLs. Again, open it in a new tab. But this is where they would go to view it, and I will highlight that. I will click on link, and I actually want my link to be pink. So then you've got your text there. Pro tip, again, I'm going to take those emojis out. The reason I take the emojis out is because MailerLite has quite a good spam detector. And if you get a lot of emojis in there, they'll set it up as a spam. If you want to, you can save this as a template. So I could call this template nurture sequence template. The reason I would do that, again, doesn't have any buttons in it. So it just means that every time logo's there, the text is there, I can just use that template. So click on continue editing. And that's saved as the template. And I would then click on done editing. So once that email's set up, you click on done editing. Then we're going to assume that you're setting up a nurture sequence. We're going to set up an automation where we are going to send a series of emails. So we've got a couple of options here. So we've sent them a how-to video. That's great. So we've got two options. We can either set a delay, or we can set a delay of 1 day. I always say give at least a day between the two. And then what we would do is we would add the next email in. Or let's delete these two steps. We can put in what's called a condition. So basically, if your subscriber is already on your main list, they won't get the rest of the emails. They don't need to get to know, like, and trust you anymore. They've got their freebie. They don't need anything else. If they're not, they will continue to get the rest of the videos, the rest of the emails that you're going to send them. The reason this works is you don't want to annoy people. Like, these people already know, like, and trust you. Why bombard their inbox with any more than they need? So I would add a condition, and we're going to click any rule, and the condition is group membership. We're going to go master list, save. So what's going to happen here is in this side, if the group membership is master list, we're going to tick on that, and the action is going to be that we are going to remove them from test group. That's it. So that's all that they will get. They will get, there's your how-to video that you signed up for. Actually, you're already on my list. We don't need to send you any more. So we're going to remove them from test group. If they're not on this email list, we're going to wait that day. So we're going to set the delay, 1 day, we're going to click on save. Then we're going to send them the next email. So we're going to click on email, do exactly what we did in the last one. So we're going to give that email a name. So email 2. So this is where you're going to be building up your reputation with them, where you're going to be positioning yourself as an expert. Why should people get to know, like, and trust you? And you're building trust by showing that you understand that you understand their problems, you understand their pain points, that you understand what they're going through. So again, I'm going to click on design email. We've got that template there. So choose that nurture sequence template that we already created. So this time, all we need to do is add the text. So I'm going to copy and paste it. Now, I copied and pasted that so that I didn't have to change the hey first name. So now that you've seen the whole video, can I send you an inside tip, blah, blah, blah. Bit of a video, remove any emojis. Now this one says, I've got a few more tips coming your way this week. Stay tuned. Now you need to make sure that this is in the second email, not in the first email. Why do we not want it in the first email? Because in case they're already on that master list, they're not going to get any more emails. So we need to make sure that there's no reference in the first email to the fact that we're going to be in your inbox. Done editing. And again, you would follow that process all the way down. Most people recommend a 5-day email sequence. So again, I would wait a day, add a delay, wait a day, save, add the next email. Okay. And then what I would do, so you've got all of those emails in place. Then at the very, very end, once they've gone through all of those, I would set an action. I would move to group. So we're going to move them from test group and we're going to move them to the master list. So you can see how that steps go. So they've signed up for that free guide. They've joined the test group. They've got that first email. You sent them that email. They've got the free guide. They've got that free thing that they have signed up for. You've then segmented them. So you've separated them. So if they're already on your master list, your main list, whatever you want to call it, you can take them out of that automation by removing them from the group. Or if they're not, you can wait a day, send them an email. Wait a day, send them an email. I'm just going to delete these 2 steps because otherwise it won't let me turn it on. So you can see how you've got all of that going. So this can be as long as you want it to be. Like I say, most people would wait 5 days. Then you would turn it on. Now, this is what most people don't do. So if you are problem solving and people are signing up for your freebie and saying they haven't received your email, the first thing that you need to do is come and check that you have turned it on. So if I go back to save, if I go to my workflows, you will see that they are all turned on. And that is the most common mistake that people make when they do choose or set up a workflow. If it's not working, people have forgotten to turn it on. But that is how you create that automation. So the process is that you have created your free guide, whatever it is, you have created that opt-in, that landing page where people are going to sign in. You've set the condition that they're going to be added to that particular group. And then you've done that automation where the trigger point is that they have joined that group. And once they have been added to that group automatically, because as soon as they enter their email address and click submit, MailerLite will do that. They go to the top of that automation. They get that first email. Then, like I say, I've segmented it. You don't have to. But for customer journey, customer satisfaction, segment it so that if they're already on your main list, you don't need to email them every single day. If they're not, they continue getting that flow until they get to the very, very end. And then at the end of that nurture sequence, you take them out of that nurture sequence by removing them from the test group or whatever the group is called and moving them to that master list. And that is how you set up an automation in MailerLite.